I was born in Kansas. I moved here when I was in 3rd grade, so I've been here since 2011. I love teaching. I am a 5th grade teacher. It's definitely one of my passions with kids. I tutor over the summer too. I just sometimes can't get enough of it. I never did dating apps or anything like that. I just kind of was one of those people that just let it come to me. And I definitely had walls just for a little bit just because of boundaries, and I'm definitely a workaholic too, so I had to kind of multitask with that, and being an athlete and a student and just trying to do all these things, and especially trying to be with someone is difficult. Finding love was I kind of just let it come to me, but I really wouldn't say I've loved until I met Cash.
I was born and raised here in Henderson. I live right down the street from Green Valley, and that's the only house I've ever lived in. I grew up doing sports, mainly baseball. I was scared to do baseball at the start when I was a kid because I didn't want to hit the ball or get hit by the ball. And my dad kind of was like, hey, your best friend's dad is playing a team. He texted me, he wants you to play. You're going to play. I was like, okay. Before I met with Bree, I was in another relationship, and it was a bad relationship. It wasn't anything good. I was in a state of I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do Cash, do what I enjoy, have fun, and in the middle of that, Bree was there.
Cash and I were both athletes in high school, so we kind of knew each other just through the grapevine.
So it was junior year in high school in our physics class.
He walked into the room. I was already in my seat, and he walked in, and I was like, oh my gosh, Cash Donovan is in my class. And I started texting my friends because to me, he was popular. He was a baseball guy, and everybody knew him. I was like, oh my gosh, he's in my class. And I thought he was the cutest thing ever.
And she sat in front of me in class, and she would turn around, she would mess around with my lunchbox, my pencils.
So definitely my way of flirting with him was taking his stuff, his lunchbox, his pencils.
And I would get kind of mad. I'm like, stop. And she told me, she was this was her way of flirting. But I told him you just made me mad doing that. I was like, where's my pencil? I need to get this assignment done.
Anytime we're working in small groups, I'm trying to work next to him and trying not make it so obvious, but in a girly way, trying to text him what the homework was, even though I knew what it was.
But when we're doing projects, I would catch myself looking at her and just being like, oh, she's actually kind of cute.
One day in class, I knew that I was going to marry him one day when he played My Heart Will Go On the recorder. And he hit this really high note, and instead of continuing, he dropped his recorder and just busted out laughing. And it was the best laugh I've ever heard. And I was like, oh, he's gonna be my husband one day, and if he's not, I gotta figure it out. Cash really taught me what love was. I had different ideas of what it could be, of course, through different people, and there's really no right way to say what love is, but love for me is what I found in Cash. So.
Actually,
when I asked, her dad was surprised, but her mom kind of knew. I showed up, she was smiling.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, all right, I'm gonna go upstairs, and her face was getting red.
Oh, she knew?
Yeah. But I showed up, and then when I popped the question to her dad, he was like, oh, I thought you were telling me Bree's abusing you, or hey, this is wrong.
That's funny.
without you are anything less, and the moments that we shared, I'm always gonna be your little girl. Just know that. I'll always be you. Oh my gosh. I love you so much. You too.
Thank you. Thank you. My boy. I'm trying not to. I love you. I love you. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you sure?
I'm crying.
No, don't cry.
I'm so honored and proud to be called your husband so soon. And I can't wait.
I love you.
I love you more.
I'll see you at the altar.
Okay, I'll see you at the altar.
Today we will celebrate the covenant we call marriage. Today, Cash and Breanna will join their lives before God in the presence of you, their family, and friends. Marriage is a unique covenant instituted by God to a man. It is a serious covenant that at the same time is a joyful celebration of the Creator's intent for mankind. Marriage is a living joy. So it is with these thoughts in mind that we celebrate this covenant today. Now, who gives this woman in marriage?
I, Cash, take you, Breanna, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for richer, for poorer, to love and to as long as.
Now we'll celebrate this new union with something called the Unity Cross. The Unity Cross represents the two of you becoming one with Christ. The cross represents the faith of Cash and Breanna, showing that they have placed their faith in Jesus first and put Him at the center of their marriage, and trust Him to lead them on this journey that they begin together today. A ring in marriage is a symbol and reminder of the vows you have made to each other today. As the circle of your rings encompasses your fingers, may your love for each other encompass the whole of your entire beings.
Breanna, I give you this ring as a symbol as my constant and abiding love.
Cash, I give you this ring as a symbol of my constant faith and abiding love.
You may kiss the bride.
One of my all-time favorite days is September 30th, 2002, and that's the day that Cassie was born. That was the day that my best friend was born, the day that my heart was full and filled, and the day that I gained a purpose in the world. Today is such a special day because I know that Cassie found that with Bree, and that Bree fills that for Cassie, and my biggest dream and hope for Cassie is fulfilled. So today's a great day. It doesn't get much better than this. There's so many examples in this room about what love is and what great love is, and there's not enough time for me to go through and point out everybody. So let's just clap it up for everybody in the room who's been a great example for Cassie and Bree. Cassie, I've loved you since the day you were born. You've been my best friend. I'll love you for the end of eternity. Bree, since the day I've met you and I knew that you and Cassie were meant to be, I've loved you as well. Let's clap it up for Cassie and Bree. Thank you all.
Cheers.
Cash is definitely a unique person. I really think that our personalities kind of clash in a way. He's always joking around and always being crazy, which is why I love him as my new brother. I'm so excited. When I first met Cash, it was during COVID, and me and Bree were online, and he came over, and she opens the front door, and there is this buff dude with a tank top on, bleached hair, shorts that are like bright pink, and he hands her McDonald's fries, and I was like, who is this dude? I was like, what is this man? Like, who is that? And I told my sister, I was like, do you like him? And she goes, maybe. And I was like, oh, I think you need to adjust your taste. Like, that's not, no. You're like my big brother now, and I'm so excited for you to be a part of our family. I love you. Me and my sister are only 3 years apart, so that means she's known me since birth, which unfortunately for her means she was blessed with growing up with an amazing sister. When me and my sister were growing up, she used to bite herself and would blame it on me. And so you can easily tell how she felt about having a sister. Like, you could tell how she felt about that. I'm so thankful that God gave me a sister like you, because he didn't just give me a bigger sister who is protective of me, but he also gave me my best friend. And I'm so excited to see how you grow and how you and Cash's life grow together. God gave me the best sister I could ask for. Finally, to the bride and groom, I want to congratulate you both and hope you have amazing, great lives. You guys are amazing things in the future, and can't wait to see what God does for you. Cheers.
Go. Good job.